kettlebell clean and press in the bottoms up position. Jeff gets in position. I'm going to let him take it over from here. Notice the total body tension. Notice the work involved in bringing the kettlebells to the racked position in the bottoms up, and then completing the press with total tension on the way up and on the way down. This is a tremendous drill for teaching you how to stay tight through your entire pressing motion. It'll increase the safety of your presses and make you a better power athlete. Now we're going to demonstrate how the bottoms up clean and press is an excellent tool for developing limit strength. The total tension necessary for a relatively heavy bottoms up clean and press is going to be perfect for developing that perfect pressing form for a heavy bench press or a heavy log press. Here goes Jeff. Awesome use of total body tension, developing a lot of strength and power in that pressing groove. Now we're going to see how the bottoms up clean and press can also be an excellent tool for developing the athleticism of a quick switch from total tension to relaxation. So necessary in many athletic events. This is going to be like a repetition log press. You're going to see Jeff go for multiple reps and get that balance between tension and relaxation. Total tension, boom, relax. And there you go. An excellent drill for learning how to be tense and then relaxed and to keep going. So important in those athletic events. Before we move into our next drill, we need to emphasize how to perform the seesaw military press. Jeff is going to clean 2 bells to the rack position, press 1 to the top, and then as he's pulling that bell back down, he'll begin to press the other bell. Both bells are in motion at the same time. This technique of total tension, of learning how to push and pull at the same time, is going to be essential in our next drill. It's also a shoulder-friendly military press that will allow you to work your overhead pressing. It's more gentle on the shoulder complex. Now we're going to move into the seesaw military press performed in a horse stance. This is an excellent drill for learning how to loosen the hips, great for reaching depth on that maximum squat. It'll improve your power position. It'll also train the spinal erectors to be solid in that position. It's going to give you great shoulder mobility. This is a tremendous drill for improving your overall athleticism. First, we're going to get Jeff squared away in the horse stance. Traditional martial arts stance, such we're not going to be focusing on tucking the tail underneath. We're going to push the hips back and load the hips. So Jeff's going to sit back into position. Note, hip is open, shin is vertical, knee is tracking his toes, chest is up, back is supported. This is a tremendous power position that Jeff's in at the moment. Your flexibility may not allow you to be in this position. You might be up here, you might be more narrow. You have to respect what your body can give you. It will improve as you practice this drill, but don't try to perform the drill incorrectly by allowing the knees to fall in to this position. If your knee is caving in and not tracking your toes, it's not a matter of if you're going to get hurt, it is a matter of when you are going to hurt your knee. Apply some discipline to holding this position, learning to open the hips, load the hips, brace the spine. This is a great drill, but not if performed incorrectly. Now we're going to get Jeff in proper position with the kettlebells. and he's going to go into the seesaw military press in the horse stance. So he cleans the bells, pushes the hips apart, sits into position, and then begins the press. Notice the shift side to side in that Jeff's hips are opening and he's sinking into position even better. Knees track toes, hips open, spinal erector strong, and break.
Good?
Awesome.
Cool.
Tremendous drill. This is a ton of work. Jeff's hurting right now because that is a rough drill. Apply discipline to this drill. Hold the horse stance position. Line up your knees with your toes. Work this drill and it will pay off for you. Now we're going to go into using the kettlebell front squat as an excellent drill for the power athlete. There's a lot of benefits to performing the front squat for a power athlete. One of the first things you're going to notice is that the rack position is a lot more comfortable than your barbell front squat. That's number one. Number two, once we fold into the true rack position, we're going to open up the upper back, release tension between the shoulder blades. We're going to learn how to round that back. Great for stone lifting. Then you're going to see how the kettlebell sitting on the chest in this rounded, racked position is going to compress the breathing, very similar to a Conan's wheel and very similar to a log press for reps. You also notice that there's going to be a difference in the back position. Jeff is not going to be in the power position. We're still loading the hips, but we're going to squat through the groin. We're going to learn how to center with the weight. Also has benefit to opening up the hips, healthy knees, great squatting. Jeff's going to get in position. We're going to clean the kettlebells to the shoulders. Big guys and ladies, you are going to stay out like this until you have the flexibility to come in. Ladies, we're not going to compress the chest. So what the guys are going to do is they're going to start to fold the hands in, interlace the fingers, lift and bring the elbows close together. Forearms are vertical, weight is sitting directly on the chest. Jeff is now going to squat by opening the hips and sitting back, centering with the weight. Notice the back is still upright. Back's in great position. He sniffs in, he's going to grunt a little coming out of the hole. I'm going to turn to face you to show you the front view. Notice the rounding, the emphasized position, grunt, fire up. One more rep. Jeff's going to sniff air in as he's going down. Hit the bottom, grunt, drive up, and that's it. The kettlebell front squat compresses your breathing, opens the upper back, gives your legs a lot of power out of those deep positions. Kettlebell front squat, tremendous drill for the power athlete. Now we're going to go into a press from the front squat position, also called a SOTS press. What you're going to see is Jeff clean the bells, sink into that deep front squat position, and then perform a press with both bells. This is a tremendous drill for opening the shoulders, great for dynamic flexibility, strength of the erectors and the back complex. And then he's going to drive to the top, coming out in an overhead squat position with two kettlebells. Sinks in, presses the bells, drives to the overhead position. Pull them down, sniff in, tremendous press, drive to the top. That's the two kettlebell SOTS press. Now, since the two kettlebell SOTS press can be incredibly challenging to shoulder flexibility and hip flexibility, I'm going to demonstrate the single kettlebell overhead squat to SOTS press. Great drill for learning how to open the hips, open the shoulders, and as Steve Cotter has demonstrated in his full contact series, the coiling that you can accomplish at the bottom of the SOTS press is a tremendous way to work these rotational muscles, and it's a real world lifting position. So here we go. Perform the clean. Press it overhead. Get in position. Look at the bell. Sink to the bottom. Pull the kettlebell down. Bring it across. Drive it up. Take it to the top. Sink to the bottom. Pull it across. drive to the top. Great way to get into the SOTS press position, to start to open up the shoulder complex. Great way to work towards 2 kettlebell SOTS press. Now Jeff's going to perform the crush combo. He's going to take the kettlebell and crush it between his palms without using the fingers. He's going to perform a bent over row, crushing the bell. He's going to perform a curl, crushing the bell in that position. Then he's going to perform the crush catch swing as popularized by Jason Brown. This is a way to train stones without having your stones available. So Jeff gets in position, crushes the kettlebell between his palms without the fingers. Great for balancing the front chest muscles with the back. Then he moves into the curl. Simply cannot be duplicated in the gym, crushing the bell between the palms. Now he moves immediately to the swing with a palm crush catch. This is loading your stone on the platform. So for the power athlete that doesn't always have access to their stones, this is a great way to train similar movements and get the benefits. Now we're going to take you through a couple of drills. We're going to put your ballistic kettlebell drills on the move. We're going to perform the walking swing, then we're going to come back with the inline stepping swing. Some of these drills are high risk. You must be dialed away on your basic kettlebell moves, and be sure you're ready for these drills. I'm going to step back. Jeff is going to perform the regular walking swing. Gets in position for a regular swing, kicks the kettlebell back. He's going to pop it up, step, step, pop, step, step, pop, step, step, pop, step, step. This is a tremendous conditioning drill, and this is a drill that teaches you how to produce power, lose your center of gravity, regain your center of gravity, catch the resistance, produce power again, and so on. Great drill for learning how to be powerful and mobile. What Jeff's going to go to now is an outside the leg, inline stepping swing. A lot of people are performing swings outside the leg. They're not for everybody, and they are a high-risk maneuver. So be sure you're ready for this move before you take it on. With Jeff's drill, what he's going to do is get in position for a 2 kettlebell swing outside the legs. Watch those knees, keep those lats flared, make sure that kettlebell's away from your body. Now Jeff's going to get in position. He steps like he's going to perform an outside the leg swing. Loads up. Pop, inline step. Pop, inline step. Notice the aggressive use of the hip flexors and loading the hips. Inline, drive, pop, drive. This is a dynamic drill that will load your hips in a big way. Load yourself, use those hip flexors, load the hips on this drill. This is a great drill for learning how to produce power on the move. Now we're going to perform another ballistic drill on the move. We're going to take a split clean, dropping back into the lunge position as I clean the kettlebell. And then I'm going to make a dynamic jump forward as I drop the kettlebell and propel myself forward. This is a great drill. It's like shock training. It's a lot of work. Just watch and see what happens. So I get in position. I'm going to kick the kettlebell back. Then I'm going to step back, split for my clean. Then jump forward. Coming back the other direction. Get in position. Kick the kettlebell back. Clean. Jump forward. Split. Jump. From the front. Done statically. You still get the shock training. Not as much fun as jumping across the room, but it still accomplishes the drill. So split, jump, split, jump. Tremendous drill for shock and awe training for the body. We'd like to thank you for joining us for Kettlebells for Power Athletes. Hope you find the drills to be of benefit in your sport. I'd like to thank Jeff O'Connor for developing many of these drills and joining me today on the video. Adrenaline Bodyworks for allowing us to film here, and you for purchasing the video. Have fun with your training and let us know how it goes. Say when. Nothing? Make sure there's nothing for you to stumble over or fall on. Another important safety tip. I've never heard that before. Hello and welcome to Kettlebell. I'll be here all weekend. This front and back motion is very important. Hang on just a second. Why are you still doing up and down? Boop, boop, boop. Unappreciated in my time.
Jeff O'Connor, certified Russian kettlebell instructor and strongman competitor.
We're here today on this video.
Counterbalances and tells you to fall forward.
Did I hit everything?
Are we going to turn and step?
Yeah, you can face this way first.
Okay.
I cover it all?
Powerful.
Bad?
Done.
What do you think?